right, everybody. I think it's good. Everything looks good. I hope the lighting's okay. It's kind of hard to tell with shiny stuff. I had to move my camera around. Is it too whited out yet? Maybe a touch. Let's see. Yeah. You know, we are how's the yeah, it looks crisp. How's the picture looking? A little better, I think. This is cream paper. This is white. Maybe just a smidgen. So hard. It's kind of hard to tell from StreamYard to Facebook. And I have a lag, so let's see if that looks a little better. I think that's a little better. Sorry about that, but yeah. Last Tuesday, my camera was falling off my tripod, so I had to figure another way. And I think this will work because it's kind of closer to me and slanted slightly. So you're looking at it a little bit more like I'm looking at it. So I think that'll work. Hey, Pam. Good to see you. So today, this is what we did last Tuesday. It was a hydrangea from my garden that we drew and painted in watercolor. Here, I'll just show you a few things that we did. Last weekend was the members lesson weekend for blooming artists and budding artists, and this was the budding artists and blooming artists. Blooming artist gets everything from all levels. Budding artists gets 2 levels, and our artistic artist gets traceables. Hey, Kim. So this is what we did for the budding and blooming artists. And if you're interested in that, you can join. There's a link below in the description. And if you look below your likes, share, and save, there should be a join button that you can see. And you press that, and it'll take you to all the information. Then after that, blooming artist, what we did, it was kind of cute, was hidden journaling spaces. So, let's see. So, like a lot of us, sometimes we don't want to share what we're writing about, but we do want an area to write in. So I like finding ways of doing hidden journaling, and that's what we did in here. I did put a quote here, but I would like to journal about maybe the month, the week, or maybe this is representing a day or something that happened, that type of thing. So what I've done here is, this is a hidden journal area. So I have 3 spots. So I just lift up the dress and I can journal on here and on here, and then it's hidden. So you don't have to worry about people reading it. And we did that. And this is a mixed media piece with scrapbook paper and stenciling and acrylics and marker, all kinds of stuff. And that was for the budding or blooming artist, sorry. Now, if you're interested in that, I do have it on YouTube, and I also have the same thing on Patreon. The reason why I put it on Patreon, because a lot of people that have smartphones can't seem to see it for some reason on their devices. So, or some people just like Patreon. So I do have a Patreon, and it's the same content for the same price. And you can go there and find out which levels, but do not join until the first of the month, because they will bill you. Their billing period is every first of the month. So if you were to join today, the 30th, they would bill you again on the 1st. So don't do that. Now, what we did last Thursday, let me put this away, is we made the front of our journal cover, and I added actual dried flowers. And as you can see, they're pretty well dry now, and you can't see where the well, you can see it a little bit, but very, very slight. And you could have cut it more if you wanted to, but I don't mind this. And you have your daisies. Now, these are pretty high up, and it was a lot of matte medium that we had to put down, but I like the look of it. It looks kind of cool. Now, we could leave it as this is, or we could actually put wording on here, or put some more stenciling if we wanted to. We could put letters, chipboard, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it turned out cool. I like it. I think it turned out really well. It's nice and textural. I was thinking of putting something here, maybe a plate, a label plate. I think you can get those metal ones too, and you just have to stick a brad in the 2 sides, and then you could date it on what the date is, or have it name your journals if you would like to do that. I don't know if I have one of those plates or not. Oh, but I do have, I think they're out here somewhere. You know, the scrapbooking, you used to get frames, chipboard frames. Just hold on for a second. I think I might have them right here. I remember correctly. It might be in here. Sure. Oh, that one. I know I had a bunch. Just hold on. Yeah. Okay. These. Use these. So you could put it right there and put a brad on and date it. It's different shapes. I like that one. I have gray, I have black. There's a black one. I think the black would look kind of cool. Let's see what else we got here. We got all kinds of scrapbook stuff. Look at these bugs. They're three-dimensional bugs. Those are kind of cool. And this is stuff from the scrapbooking time. You know how you collected stuff. There's a kind of a circle. I have these flourishes too. Every line, paper line, had a different scrapbooking whatever. Delightful in the beauty with the surrounding view. Depends what you want to do. Maybe your book is themed that you've got. Oh, here's some with different colors. If I can get it open. Whites, pink, blues, greens. I kind of like the black. What else? Little houses. These are wood houses. Yeah. Doors and windows. Little chipboard shapes. Butterflies. Ribbon. Little butterflies. Butterflies. There's some kind of a little metal pendant. All right, so you could put this stuff on, the framing stuff too. Endless. You could have that. It's kind of cool. No, I think I like the square. Now, I would need brads. I'm pretty sure I have some brads somewhere. And a big bite. Brads. Where would my brads be? And then I'd have to make a centerpiece here for it to write on. Those might kind of look cool. All right, so I'm going to do that probably later when I find the brad, so I could go there, it could go here. You like the bugs? A lot of people don't like bugs. I'm going to use that one, I'm pretty sure. So I didn't do around this side yet. So we could do that. And we could show how I finished the inside here. So let's do the inside of this first. And we could do the same thing, or you could just find a paper that would look good as the page. So let's see what we got here. I'm just going to get out my papers that I was using. So I had more of this stuff here. This is actually, that's kind of cool. Even like this here. You know, don't throw out your tops. Sometimes they're just as nice looking. Packaging can be really awesome because it's an art form in itself, really. It's made to catch the eye of whoever's buying it. What a great window. And I like to use whatever I can. Hate waste. Because you could actually use part of this. But that would look really cool in a book. Yeah, I love green. I could cut this down here and use that. So I'm going to have this in my scrap bin, I think. This is really pretty. So that could fit. Won't fit exactly, but I could have the butterflies put on, or even the purple. Got a bit of that. Or I could use the green that was in this because it matches. The only thing with that is it's tissue, and tissue will show the background. That might kind of look pretty though, actually. So I'm going to just tear this. I'm going to cut the top off of there. This paper is old paper. And then matte medium, or you could put tape on there too. Let's see, I'm going to just glue this little edge here at the top. I'll take you out a little bit so you can see. Oh, it's not out there. Okay. Now I think I'm going to put gel medium on this just so that it sticks because it's fairly heavy. So when it's heavy, you should use a gel medium, like heavy papers or metal, that type of thing. And brush. Oh. Did I forget to brush? It's kind of stiff. Should do though. Didn't clean my brush good enough. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. You must be off of school now. I think I'm just going to rip this. You even have that. That's kind of cool too. You could just do this. That's kind of cool. I like a teared edge though. Could put that in here. Hide that. Like that. I'm sticking my finger in here. See if that works. Further. Oh my gosh. Let's try this one. A little bigger. Ah, that works probably. Yep. Oh, a little sneaky peek through there. Just on the bottom. That one work. There. All right. So now I'm just going to glue this on over top. You like that together? What, this or the tissue paper? A lot of times you get those papers where both sides are pretty. You can't make it up which one you want. So that's when it's kind of cool to use them for backgrounds, tear them up, and then you can use both sides because they match. I'll make sure that's down as much as you can. I think I have a scraper here. This is just old sheets that I dyed with tea and coffee, or coffee. I'm not sure if it was both, and just grunged them up so they look old. Oop, not that side, silly. This side. Want the edges to be as glued down as possible, so lots of glue on the edges. There we go. And then try and get it as lined up as possible. I think that'll do. There. And then just go over top a little bit. So I like putting it on both sides of the paper you're gluing down. And that way it's going to stay. Sometimes if you just do the one side of the paper you're gluing down and not on the substrate, it kind of lifts. There we go. And let's see. Do have a little bit of that coming through here. Now I could take some of this too and just continuing it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. It'll be just bits and pieces. Like that. Could be like that. I don't like straight edges unless it's on the actual okay, paintbrush. So once you put this down, it's down, basically. Just going to rip the edge a little bit. it's not so straight. Well, if I want that V there. Maybe like that. And then I'll just tear that. Tear this. Just use it up. All right, and then we'll just dry that up. We could write along this edge if you want, or write on the both sides. So how does this camera angle for you guys? I think you can see my hands a little better this way. Especially being right-handed, so you can see where I'm writing or painting instead of just the top of my hand. Thanks, Pam. Get this fairly dry and then I'll turn it. I guess I could turn it and leave it down. I want it sticking on something though. Thanks, Jim. Deb? All right, I'm just gonna get, actually, I'm just gonna put this in between, and that way it's not gonna stick to my page for now. And then let's play with this side. Now, we could bring this over here. Use a little bit of the, yeah. This is the liquid one. The heat gun is oil love. Yes, it is. It's pretty old. It's been a workhorse for sure. Now this is fabric, so you want to make sure there's quite a bit of this on here because it'll soak in. Okay. I'm just going to use that top part. So it's a straight edge for the top anyways. The back doesn't have to be anything special. You can make it more special if you want, but I'm just going to leave mine very simple. I don't want anything dimensional on the back because then it'll sit a little better. So you can do what you feel is the right way for you. Depends on your journal. Depends if it's a finished journal too. So if it's a workable journal and you're still working in it, you probably don't want to have any lumps and bumps when you're working in it. So then I can just put in here. Sorry, just doing the edge here. I'm not going to go over the poppy. And then I can tear it. So just tear it where it's wet. And then it'll look a little more natural. Goes over a little bit over the edge, but that's good. There, see? Make sure there's no air bubbles in there so it lifts. And actually, that kind of looks nice with this. I like the look of this fabric. So I think I'm probably gonna make it the way it is. Leave it as is. Let's just do this one corner bit here. And then that'll be it. Make sure it's got quite a bit of medium on it, because it does soak in quite a bit. Okay, and I'm going to put it over the edge a little bit so I can fold it around the back. Okay. Just go along the edge. Fold this over. And then we can put something on here. Let's see what else we got here. We could do this too. Just slightly. Well, that one would work. And then have something we could stick in there. Or write. I could write something on there too. It's short. What's this one? Butterflies, maybe? Do that, and then it's on the back purple. Now, let's see. I need a little bit purple in here. But I don't think I have enough to go with that one. Let's do another. Napkin, maybe? What else have I got here? I still have some of this. That red's too stand outy. I have this. It's part of that collection. This and this one, or this, the black, that might match this here. That'd be kind of cool. Or this. Kind of like the black. I like this too, though. Well, you like the grungy fabric? So I love to use up scraps. So let's do that. And then tear. What's on the back of this? We could do this. There's the edge. So it peeks through. Do love these polka dots though. Maybe I'm gonna tear. I don't like the cut edge. I really like the torn edge. Let's tear this a little bit. I could use this part. No, I like this. Maybe if we did this up here. And then just playing with the edges here. That like that. I'm going to tear this edge. I do this with backgrounds. When I do backgrounds too, I'll use one type of pattern paper that I know goes together, and then just flip them back and forth. That way you get a really cool look. And I could go like that too. Or what I'm thinking, doing this, get a little bit of that peeking through. And then this over here would work there. Yep, that'll work. So I put that under there. That right here. And could have that too. Forgot about that. That will work. What do you think? That or that. Put black in lower left. Yep. I like the black too. Yes, I like the granule. Like that. Okay. So what? Like this? Remember, I have a leg. So A or B? Can you fussy cut the fern? A. Like that. Yeah, I have a little piece here. What were you thinking? Black, back of black left over. Back of black left over. Yeah. I mean this stuff, the fern. Or are you thinking this, not having this at all, just this? Yeah. What? Put it over instead of this or cut out the fern? Hey, Brenda. Yes, a fern accent. Okay. These are kind of small. This one fit there instead. Nope. But if I was going to do that, that's what's on this one. That one's a little bit bigger. If I just put that one there instead. This. And I forgot how I put this. No, that won't work. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the small stuff. Oh, I might have actually another sheet of this. So look. I could do that too. Possibilities. Too much. Too many things I can do here. Is it like that? I can't remember. No, I like the black. I like the black there. So let's keep that. So that was like that. That was like that. And then this was like this, I think. And then a fern. Just a minute. I think I may have an extra sheet of that. I don't. Rats! I don't have an extra sheet. I must have used it. Oh, I could put that small fern in here, I guess. This darker one, I guess. Gonna take a while though. I don't know. So what? Put the fern in here like that. Looks good as is. No fern. Okay. Let's glue her down before we change it again. Oh, I want gel medium. All right. Gel medium. Both sides. This one is here. Well, there's a lot of gel medium on this, so you have to make sure you let them dry. Put it on a flat surface, or you'll end up with your pages bowing. Kind of have to be a little quick putting it down. There. Okay, that goes there. Like that. So if you got a bunch of scrap paper that you've been cutting out of, but you don't know what to do with it, this is a great way to use it up. Let's see, that one goes like that. They're great for backgrounds too, because after you do this, you could actually paint it. And do you know, drawing on it or a painting over top. It's all kinds of things you can do with it. Okay, let's try that a bit. I could doodle on it. Doesn't take long for it to dry. Now the flower, that took probably 24 hours to dry that I put on the front, just because it was super, super thick. After it's dry, you can trim off all these little areas. What? It wasn't quite dry at the back, so it picked up a little bit of paper off this thing. All right. I'm going to let that dry a little bit more. And I'll have to get another sheet. There's the flower. I like it. I think they turn out cool when you do that. And there's the spine. This is just a soft spine. This is, it was done, I'll show you one that's not covered yet. This was a different binding way of using it, was bound in ribbons. So let this dry. And where did I put that? I think I got it here somewhere. Maybe not. There it is. Okay. Nope, that's not it. I don't know where I put the other one. Thought I had it out here. Let's see it. Oh dear. Nope, don't see it. So, what I wanted to do, as that's drying, I have these stamps. Oh, I hate this container. And I was wanting, I'm gonna have to watch this isn't wet. Some of the stuff away. Box. Sorry, did I bump you guys? All right, so I have this tissue. I want white. This is they call bleeding tissue, the art tissue. And I want to stamp on some of this because I like to use stamps, but when you've got a real bumpy area, your stamp doesn't stamp properly because there's too many bumps. So I like to stamp on tissue paper. Now, these are, normally I don't buy cling stamps, but these are heavy duty. And they actually say to leave it on this sheet and just cut the sheet, which is a pretty good idea. So let's take out my, well, I guess I can use those. So these were meant for doing painted furniture and stuff like that. And you can get all kinds of these. They have a whole bunch of different ones. And they're very well made. I like the size of them. That's why I bought them. Because you could print them on a piece of paper too, and if you wanted something larger, you could print on your tissue paper or whatever paper you want. Doesn't have to be tissue paper, and color them. Yeah, Iron Gate. Or not Iron Gate, Iron Orchid Designs. There you go. If you look them up, I believe you have to look up their distributors, but they're not that bad a price for the size. And they're super, super thick. They're really thick. And they have, I bought 2. They have lettering and seascape type of thing. There's quite a few different ones. So I thought I would do some of these on tissue. I love fern, and it's hard getting a really big fern, because I think these would look awesome on, say, a journal page. To use, say, this on one side of a journal page. I think that would be awesome looking. Or even on a canvas. I have used different stamps that have been done on tissue, and then I can use them in my canvases too. That way you can position things too. Maybe you don't know if you want it in a certain area, and these are great to use if you wanted to just see what it would look like. These are cool also if you have a laser printer. You could use them in a laser printer. And then what I do is, if you wanted to add some foil to them, what you do is you put them through a laser printer on black and white, high quality. You don't want medium, you want high quality. And then you take that, put it on, put foil over top of your laser copy, and put it through your laminator. And the laminator will only laminate the foil on the ink. Awesome way of putting a little bling on your and you could do that with your tissue too. You just have to put it on a carriage piece of copy paper when you're putting it through, so it's stiff enough. And what I do is I place it in between a couple pieces of newsprint, and then it doesn't stick to anything but your printing on the stamp. So I thought I could print some of these. You can just print on them, and then all you have to do is put them away somewhere. File folder, and when you need them, you can use them. There's I like to do a few of them of each design. Don't cut too close when you're cutting this stuff. Don't cut too close to your stamp, just so that you have a little bit of extra room when you're wanting to hold it. Yeah, they're sisters, I think. Okay, King Harvey. You can go. Okay. Let's see. A few of the smaller ones. I just like them because they're so detailed. I think they're gorgeous. Let's see. Found stamp on Etsy long with butterfly one. Oh yeah, but yeah, they have all kinds of butterflies too. Don't they have dragonfly one too? I love their stuff. So just print out a bunch on tissue paper. Some people I've seen, they've actually done it on the napkin backs. And that looks really cool. Butterfly one includes a dragonfly and bee. Oh, cool. That would be a good one to get. You gonna get one? Did I enable? Sorry, not. These are gorgeous. I love them. Bronze. Found it. Sold out. Oh, really? Darn. Let's try the big. This one. Over there. found one with a huge peony line drawing. So tempted, I bet. Cool. Let's try this one. Oh. Fables up. Time is it? Let's see. Put this one here. I can't hardly resist a giant flower stamp. I have a few stamp bushes. Gray rubber. Oh, I've got that one. The peony one. I think it is. I know the one you're talking about. Cool. I think these would be so awesome in journaling. Just to decorate the page up, you know? I'll show you the other one. I bought two. The other one's of the wild flowers, I think. Or wheat. I can't remember what they called it. I found both peony stamps at a stamp as a set too. Oh, cool. Yeah, the ones by Stampington. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes of the little leaves. That's cool. And quite a few of the different, let's try this one. Fern. Some are more line drawn and some are solid. But they would both work in different ways. I think they look cool. Let's try this rose leaf. And then we'll see how it looks. Maybe we'll put some of these on the cover. They have stencils too. I haven't looked at their stencils. I know they have also rice papers, I think. Yeah, they are expensive. This set here was $40, but I got free shipping, so that's good. That's pretty. All right, let's try and I'm gonna. I got a backing of that. I'm gonna try one with the backing of a napkin. Oh, where's my napkins? And I gotta get a napkin. Okay. All right. There's usually 3. Yeah. Layers to it. Okay. So see how they're very transparent. So let's move this out of the way for a moment. Let's put it up here. And let's put some on this napkin. Hopefully it'll, along the edge it's kind of got a pattern on it for keeping them together. But we'll try this and see how transparent they end up being. They print awesome on these too. Let's see how transparent they can be though. That's the trick. I know I will use the 2 I ordered all the time. Oversized letter numbers would be a good stamp too. Yeah. And let's try maybe this one. Bye, Sophia. Have a good evening. Oh, that one didn't press hard enough. Oh well. they still look cool. Right? I like sometimes when they're not exact. So let's see what we can do. So we could try and put some on. Let's see. Now remember, this is the artist tissue one. So let's put, I'm going to take this bigger one here, and I'm going to take a paintbrush and wet it. To get it off. And then I can just hopefully tear it out. Gingerly. Some tissues tear different too, so you guys kind of have to just don't force it too much. You'll rip it into your stamp image. This one's a little stronger than I thought. Probably your packing tissue would be a little easier. Okay, so we're going to try this one, and maybe the dark ones. I'm going to do the same thing. Go around. And then just tear. I could probably go a little closer. These tear very easily when they're wet. Like that. Okay. So we'll put one. Could go like that. And then this one could go in there. What do you think? Or we could put it over top. Or this one right there. In here. And this one coming out of there. Could put them the other way around too. When they're on the tissue, it doesn't matter which way you put them. You can switch them. Could cut that one too. Put two on. Well, let's see how they transfer. So I'm going to put a little bit on a plate here. Let's put these out of the way. Let's see how transparent they go. Put some matte medium. This is a fluid matte medium. Now you can't put your matte medium on your tissue paper. You got to put it on the substrate and then put it down. Don't you find the when you use the Daddy Vans though, because it's a wax, so don't you find that it resists to a point. I do have Darlin's wax. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Make sure I have some underneath there. And then from the center, add you got to make sure you have enough underneath, because if it's a tall dry underneath without any that medium, you'll see the paper. Now you will see it over top of black. I'm going to cut mine probably here. Okay. And then this one, you do the same thing. We'll put this one over here. So it's going to go like that. And then lay it down. And then go back over it. Don't go over it too much with your brush, because you can still see, I just moved it. Okay, and then let's dry it and see what happens. It seems to soak in. It seems to soak in if I keep it right. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was wondering that when I was seeing people do that. I thought, well, it's a wax. I just couldn't imagine it working that well. Wow, the napkins completely disappeared on the colored paper. Now you can see a little bit on the black, but a whole lot nicer than the tissue paper. Now, yeah, I use one of those soft makeup. Okay. Save your backs of your napkins, guys. Wow. That's amazing. Even on the black, it's very, very, very slight haze. Not much. But I definitely can see, maybe I didn't put enough matte medium underneath the edges there. I don't know. I'll show you. But big difference. Look at that. can hardly see the dark black one is on the back of your napkin waist. See, you can hardly see it on the black, but you can see it on the tissue. You can see it on there. Now, it would depend on your tissue too. I know there's thinner tissues out there. This one was fairly thick. I do have a regular, let's see if I can find a regular tissue and do that. Now I have white tissue somewhere. Really? Not in there. Okay, here's some white tissue. Let's see if this is any thinner. Yeah, this one's thinner. So try a few different types of tissue. This one's a little thinner. I'm just gonna rip a piece here. This one. This is the what do you call it? Wet strength tissue. This stuff is gorgeous. I know that will disappear. And you can't rip it. So when you wet it, you can't pull it, but it has a beautiful translucency. Maybe about the same. No, they're about the same. I'm going to put this one down just to see what this one is like. Cheap gift tissue works too. Yeah, mechanical tissue or medical tissue usually does even without. Oh, really? I think I have some of that around somewhere, but I'd have to go hunt. Okay, where's that? See, I like the fact that you can tear tissue so easily, and you don't get that straight edge, and it's easier to hide on your paintings or whatever substrate you're using it on. And this one, I'll show you. You could paint on this wet strength tissue and get fantastic paintbrush marks if you want to. There was something you wanted to paint but you weren't sure. Now I'll show you this stuff. Watch, it'll lie. But I know I used it before and I could not tear it. Oh, this one, wait a minute. Maybe this isn't the wettable one. Can't be. It does feel like the wettable one though. Because the wettable one I couldn't tear. This must be something else. This might be the Gampy. Feels smooth. A little different. So let's put this one on the back. The Timmy tissue has a grain and is hard to tear off. Versus, yeah, it's an odd tissue. I don't care for it myself, but we could have one like that. Okay. Let's try it. Some on here. Okay, this is the ordinary tissue. I like the fact that it goes through and you can use either side. So if you have a lean or something it's a little different, then you can just use the other side. Okay. Now this is over material, so it might be a little bit different. You just have to make sure it's got all the wrinkles and air bubbles out. So you gotta kind of have to have a fair amount on the material. We'll see how that one goes. And this one, we could put it in here, I guess. Right there, maybe? No, I don't want it overlapped. Let's put it, where do I want it? It's just the back, Kathy. Just put it down. Let's experiment. Okay. See. Only scrape it. You should use a really soft brush too, because you can rip these easily. Just making sure I get it all in there. There's a few bumps and odd sods there. Okay, let's dry it and see what we get. Now I can't see a halo on these. So I'm leaning towards the backings of your napkin. These aren't bad, but I can still see that halo. See? You can see the halo on these. So look at, I cannot see on this one, the dark one, that one. That's the best of them all. I can't believe that. It just totally disappeared. Okay, make a note. Save your backs of the napkins, guys. They work better than anything. And they soak the ink up nicely. They don't, it doesn't bleed out, wick out at all. So it works really well. That's cool. Okay. I should have cut that before. Didn't. But it was a good experiment. Yeah. So save your backings. That is awesome. See, you can see it. It's not bad. This one I can really notice that. So it made the background lighter. I don't know which one that one was, but I think the backings are the best. Yep. I'm gonna try one more. Let's put this one over. I just want to compare. Let's put this one on beside the other one, just to see if it shows or not. Could be the background too. Sometimes certain backgrounds don't work better. Okay, so we'll put half and half maybe, so we can see. They all come out great. I can see how addicting they can. Yeah. Start getting your stamps out. And what a great way to use your stamps, right? How many of you have a ton of stamps and they're sitting in a drawer or cabinet? You're not using them because they're put away. That's me. So if you don't have something to do one day or you're not feeling all that creative, get your stamps out and stamp a bunch just for this. Okay, I'm going to take my finger, get some of those, oops, have to be careful. Once it's down, you can't really do a whole lot of rubbing. All right, you have to be very, very quick. No brushing too many times. Okay, let's see how this turns out. This is the best way, no mess up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, guys, this is much better. Okay, that's a game changer for me. Look at that. You're not seeing a halo. This is awesome. Wow. This would be great to put on top of fabric. I can't see any halo at all. Okay. No halo. See the halo on this one? Nothing. That's a game changer. That's amazing. See, you can see the halo on this. See? But not on that. Wow. Love it. Yeah, it's like magic. Amazing. That's so cool. All right. So see, you can still see it up. Wow. That's so cool. I'm really glad I decided to play with these. That's so awesome. Let's see. Now, the little lines in here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a marker and I'm just going to do some lines. I'm not going to bore you as I go down here. You could Zentangle, you could do whatever you want. You could just paint it in if you don't, if it really bugs you. Or leave it. Some people like the white. I just thought it might be kind of neat to and I don't have to have them exact. Sometimes I like wonky. It looks more organic, less mechanical. Could put more lines closer together, farther apart. Whatever suits you. Could do circles. You could have lines going the opposite direction, following it, just kind of outlining it. Okay, now I'm going on a bit of an angle. Let's go with it. Just to see what it looks like. That's what I like to do in my books. I just do stuff like this to experiment. If it doesn't work out, it's in your book. That's fine. That's what it's for, to experiment with, to see if you can find some awesome new things that you can do in your book. You can make notes about it. It's really up to you what you want to do. Sometimes having the white spots, or I've seen this done on art pieces too, where they have these narrow lines and then they do all these really cool doodles in them. Just adds another component for your eye to follow. Brings your eye around the page. You could do checkerboards, would be another cool one. Here I was saying, I'm not going to have you watch, and here I am addicted to doing it. Sorry. All right. There. See? Just a little something. Just play. Just, I don't know. Adds a little bit of, well, this is mixed media, but mixed media can also be mixed styles. So like it could be realism mixed with abstract. Is that fabric or paper, your cover? I put it's actually old bed linen, white bed linen that I dyed. And then I put papers over top of that. I had the other one, I could find it, but I don't know where I put it right at the moment. But yeah, it's just, see, it's a soft cover because it's just fabric. And I just put the fabric over top of a cereal box. So if you got cereal boxes or cardboard, that type of thing, that's all I did was just covered them. Yeah, it was excellent. This is the linen right here. There was nothing else on this but matte medium. And yeah, the napkin went over perfectly. So I'm thinking you could do some really cool stamping on the napkin waist backing, whatever you want to call it, and add it to your fabric pieces if you wanted to. Because I know sometimes it's difficult to stamp on it itself because it doesn't pick up the line properly. So you could do this too. All right, so there's my book. I'm going to put, where did I put it? Those, I'm going to find my brad thing. And I'm going to make this probably in here somewhere. Put a brad on. And then this will have a date. I don't know, paint that area or maybe just put a piece of something else in there. And then I can label it somehow here. I don't know. I'll audition it. See where I want it. But yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. And well, you know what I'm going to be doing. I'm glad I kept all my napkin waste. Sheesh. You're welcome. You have a fantastic weekend. Oh, it's a long weekend too for both of us, so that's cool. So if you're not busy, but you're not feeling like getting the paint out, just get some stamps out and some ink, paper waste, or paper napkin waste, and stamp out a bunch of stuff. The jelly print, great too. They what, the napkins? Don't they fall apart? I've never jelly printed a napkin waist. I might have to do that too if that's the case. Oh, really? Oh, well, I'll have to try that one also. I imagine you have to be a little bit. Do you wait till they're dry before you pull them? They don't fall apart? That's interesting. I would have never thought that. Thanks, Debbie. Are you going to be doing any more streaming, Debbie? Pull from both sides evenly. Oh, okay. I'll have to try that out. Thanks. Or you could demonstrate. Yes, I just finished up unpacking. Oh, awesome. So when do you think are you going to pick a day and stick to it, or just whenever you have the time? Yeah. Try it out. All right. Yes, Debbie, you could demonstrate. There you go. Just random start this Sunday. Oh, this Sunday. Awesome. Okay, everybody. Debbie Epps this Sunday. Awesome. So click on or go to Debbie Epps and subscribe, and she'll show you how you do the napkins. All right, I'll let you guys go just in time. The dogs are starting to bark. And we'll probably see you at Debbie's. See you then. Bye for now.